on my head, boys. I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real,
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Foxborough. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
McCarthy now on first down. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To the air with McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. McCarthy off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie until about the 23. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sullivan, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third down, Sullivan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Penix. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first down, it's Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now McCarthy throwing on first down. Sanders got it for a Patriots touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 64 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Sullivan, and he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 6 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down, it's Sullivan. There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Penix. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Michael Penix with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that. Momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
They run over center with Benson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Now McCarthy.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Sullivan. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Open man here is Benson.
And some room to roam now.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown.
Trey Benson.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
31 yards.
And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
back ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle with Benson.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd down, here's Benson.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
On 3rd down, they'll throw in McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Under 10, 10, 25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd down, a run with Benson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Another run here with Benson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Trey Benson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
To the air, Penix.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 21, here's second down and 2.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down now. It's Sullivan. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a dump off here complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A give. Here comes Benson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A handoff here to Benson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On the give, it's Benson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trey Benson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. On play action, McCarthy. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw, McCarthy.
downfield by Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On first down, McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it's Benson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend its...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal. So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Oh, a nice saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is Benson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
That ball caught by Harrison. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Good job.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Cut 19. Cut 19. 27. Ready to look. Ready to look. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Watch tight end. 19. 19. Hey, watch it. Watch it. 3. Lose one. 60.
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Off play action. McCarthy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, check Mike. Trap 60. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. Hurt. Right there.
Back to throw again. Rolling to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now 3rd and long. Here's McCarthy. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Pass complete there to Harrison.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New England, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet your be on the floor. Big Carbon hit like Mayweather, Tula come through and boa. Got millions out there rap, they hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming, I stole the show. Don't run up on that, she a head case, all she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week, bout no more features, I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week, bout no more features, I might embarrass you. Yeah, Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving, no curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the Big Glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, Glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, Glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em, Glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on God. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, Glow, Cartier match the nails. Yeah, Glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, Glow, curving, no curving, my layers. Yeah, Glow, say they get money. Yeah, Glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, Glow, and my bumping up in the jail. Oh, yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow.